Chapter 29. Kent. The sound of the door closing still echoes in my head. Then Steve looks at me. Not just looks, sees me. His face drains of color, then hardens into something I've never seen before. Shock gives way to fury so fast it steals the air from the room. "How dare you?" he says, his voice shaking. "How fucking dare you?" I step forward instinctively. "Steve, listen." He doesn't let me finish. His fist connects with my jaw, sharp and sudden. I stagger back, tasting blood, the impact ringing through my skull. "You bastard," he snarls. "I trusted you." Arya cries out my name, rushing toward us. "Dad, please!" He hits me again. I don't fight back. I don't even raise my hands. Because I deserve this. "I left her with you," he shouts, each word punctuated with another blow. "I trusted you to protect her." Arya is an adult, I manage, breathless. "We didn't plan." That only makes it worse. He slams into me again, driving me back until I hit the wall. The room feels too small, too loud, filled with years of friendship collapsing in real time. Arya throws herself between us, crying. "Stop, please, Dad, stop." He barely hears her. "She's my daughter," he roars. "You watched her grow up." "She came to me," I say quietly. "And I love her." That finally makes him pause. Arya turns on him then, tears streaming down her face. "It's not his fault," she sobs. "It's mine. I love him. I chose this. Blame me, not him." Steve's face crumples, not with mercy, but devastation. He swings again. I let it happen. I need him to let it out. I need him to survive this without destroying her. Arya grabs at his arm, screaming through tears. "Please, Dad, please, you're hurting him." He finally stops, breathing hard, fists clenched, eyes wild. I slide down the wall, pain blooming everywhere, but I don't regret it. Not once. I look up at him, meeting his gaze despite everything. "I'll take whatever you give me," I say. "But don't punish her for loving me." Silence crashes over the room. Steve steps back, shaking, like the ground beneath him has disappeared. This was only the beginning.
Chapter 30. Steve. I shut the door harder than I need to. The sound echoes through the house, sharp and final, and for a moment I just stand there staring at nothing. My hands tremble. My chest feels too tight, like the air has been sucked out of the room. Kent, my best friend, the man I trusted with my life, with her. I drag both hands over my face and press my palms hard against my eyes, like I can erase the image burned into my head if I push hard enough. But it's useless. Every time I blink, I see them too close, too familiar, standing where they never should have been. I trusted him. I let him into my home, into my family. I let him help raise my daughter when it was just the two of us against the world. I never questioned him, never doubted him, not once. And this is how he repays that trust. My breath comes out rough, uneven. Anger coils tight in my chest, hot and violent and unbearable. I grab the nearest lamp and hurl it across the room. It shatters against the wall, glass raining down like the aftermath of something already broken beyond repair. "How could you?" I whisper, my voice cracking. "How could you do this to me?" From upstairs, I hear her sobbing. That sound nearly brings me to my knees. My daughter, locked in her room, heartbroken, confused, defending the very man who destroyed everything I believed in. The thought twists something deep inside me, something primal and protective and furious all at once. He knew better. He knew. I trusted him to protect her, not blur lines that should never have been crossed, not take advantage of a bond that was supposed to be sacred. I pace the room, dragging a hand through my hair, breathing like I've just survived a war. Years of friendship collapse in my mind, memories now poisoned, conversations tainted, laughter turned bitter. I'll never forgive him. Not for this. Not for betraying me in the one way I can't look past. I straighten slowly, resolve settling in like stone. I don't want to see his face again. I don't want to hear his voice. He is dead to me. Whatever comes next, whatever damage has already been done, one thing is certain. The man I once called my brother no longer exists.
Chapter 32. Arya. I don't come downstairs for days. I exist in my room, between the bed and the window. Between memories and decisions I can't stop replaying. I don't see Kent. I don't hear his voice. I don't even ask where he is. And somehow that hurts more than everything else. But hiding won't change what's already happened. On the fourth morning, I wake up with a clarity that feels frighteningly calm. My hands rest on my stomach without thinking. My chest tightens, not with fear, but resolve. I can't keep running. I take a shower, dress slowly, deliberately. Each step down the stairs feels heavier than the last, like I'm walking into a future that can't be undone. My father is in the living room. He looks up when he sees me, surprise flashing across his face, followed, quickly, by something guarded. Tired. Hurt. "Arya," he says carefully. I don't sit. I don't soften my voice. "I need to talk to you." He nods once, bracing himself. I draw in a breath. "I'm pregnant." The words land like a bomb. He stares at me, unblinking. "You're what?" "Pregnant," I repeat, my voice steady, even as my heart pounds. "I'm having a baby." He stands so abruptly his chair scrapes against the floor. "Oh my God," he breathes, running a hand through his hair. "Oh my God, Kent ruined our lives." "No," I snap, emotion finally cracking through. "This is a baby, Dad. He didn't ruin anything." He turns to me, eyes wide, furious and terrified all at once. "Do you have any idea what you're saying?" "I do," I say firmly. "And I want this child. I'm keeping it." Silence stretches between us, thick and unbearable. He shakes his head slowly, like he's trying to wake himself up from a nightmare. "This can't be happening." "It is," I say, "and you don't get to pretend it isn't." My voice trembles, but I don't back down. "You're going to tell Kent to come see me." His head snaps up. "Absolutely not." "I'm having his baby," I continue, the words fierce now. "He deserves to know. And I need him." "You don't need him," my father says harshly. "Yes," I whisper, "I do." For the first time I see it clearly, how afraid he is. Not just angry, afraid of losing me, afraid of the world judging him, afraid of a future he can't control. But this isn't about control anymore. "I'm not asking for permission," I say softly. "I'm telling you what's happening." He looks at me like he doesn't recognize the girl standing in front of him. I turn away before he can say anything else. As I climb the stairs back to my room, my legs shake. But my decision doesn't. Because whatever comes next, this is mine. Chapter 33. Arya, I'm not pregnant. The truth sits heavy in my chest, but I don't regret saying it. I would have said anything, done anything if it meant my father would stop trying to tear us apart. I needed time, space, a way to make him pause long enough to see that what I feel for Kent isn't a phase or a mistake. It's love. And love makes you reckless. Makes you lie when the truth won't protect the one thing you're trying to save. I told myself it was just words, that I'd figure out the rest later. I had to. Because losing Kent wasn't an option I knew how to survive. A week passes. 7 long, suffocating days, and nothing changes. No call from Kent, no message. No sign that my father actually believed me. The house feels colder, quieter, like it's holding its breath. I start pacing my room, chewing on my nails, panic crawling up my spine. What if I've made everything worse? What if I've pushed Kent so far away he doesn't want to come back? My mind spirals just as my phone starts ringing. Kent. My heart slams so hard it hurts. I answer immediately. Kent. Arya, he says, his voice low, controlled. Too controlled. I know you're not pregnant. The words knock the air out of me. What? Why did you lie to your dad? He asks. My voice breaks. I did it so he'd let me talk to you, see you. You disappeared, Kent. Where did you go? I missed you. My words tumble out, desperate now. Didn't you want to see me? There's a pause on the line. Then he exhales. He called me, Kent says. Your dad. He doesn't want to see my face ever again, but he wanted me to know what you told him. My chest tightens. So, he told you? Yes, Kent says quietly. And I knew it wasn't true. But I also knew why you did it. Tears sting my eyes. I didn't know what else to do. I know, he replies. And somehow that's worse, because there's no anger in his voice. Just something heavy, something unresolved. I press the phone closer to my ear, afraid if I loosen my grip, he'll vanish again. Where are you? I whisper. Another pause. Trying to figure out how to fix what we broke, he says. And for the first time in a week, I realize this isn't over yet.
Final chapter. Kent. I don't go to Steve as a man hoping to be forgiven. I go to him as a man ready to be judged. He opens the door and the look on his face tells me nothing has changed. Anger, betrayal, pain, all sitting right there. but he doesn't slam it in my face. That alone feels like mercy. I told you not to come here, he says. I know, I reply calmly. If you want me gone after this, I'll go. That makes him pause. I need to say this first, I add. Arya is not pregnant. His eyes flicker, just slightly. I know, he says after a moment. I figured. I swallow. She lied because she was desperate. She thought it was the only way you'd let her breathe. He exhales sharply, rubbing a hand down his face. She missed you, he says quietly. That's why I called you. I was angry, but seeing her like that, hurting, shutting down, I couldn't take it anymore. I didn't call because I forgave you. I called because she was breaking. The words hit harder than his fists ever did. I never planned for any of this, I say. I didn't groom her. I didn't trap her, and I never once forgot whose daughter she is. You still crossed a line, he snaps. I did, I say immediately. And I'll carry that shame for the rest of my life. I failed you as a friend. Silence stretches between us. But I didn't use her, I continue. I didn't lie to her. And I didn't walk away when things got ugly. I love her, not in a reckless way. Not in a way that erases you, but in a way that makes me want to do this right. Even if it costs me everything. He turns away from me, shoulders tense. You were my brother, he says hoarsely. I know, I answer. And I lost that the moment I fell for her. I step back slightly, giving him space. I won't sneak around, I say. I won't hide. If you tell me to stay away, I will. But if there's even a chance, just a chance, I want to prove that I can be worthy of her without taking her away from you. He turns back slowly. You don't get forgiveness, he says. Not today. I'm not asking for it. You don't get my trust either. I know. Another long pause. But, he says at last, voice heavy, I won't pretend she doesn't get a say in her own life. And I won't pretend I didn't see how much she missed you. My chest tightens. You take this slow, he continues. No secrets, no power games. One mistake and you're done. I nod. That's fair. He looks at me then, not as my best friend, not as my enemy, but as a father choosing his daughter over his pride. Don't make me regret this, he says. I won't, I promise. And for the first time since everything shattered, I believe it might actually be true.
Author's note. If you're here, it means you stayed till the very end, and that means more to me than you know. This story was never meant to be easy or comfortable. It was about obsession, blurred lines, desire that shouldn't exist, and love that refuses to stay quiet even when it's wrong, messy and dangerous. Kent and Arya were not perfect. They were flawed, impulsive, and human. Dark romance isn't about approval. It's about exploring the why behind forbidden feelings, power struggles, and choices people make when emotions outweigh reason. Thank you for reading with an open mind, for feeling the tension, the anger, the longing, and the chaos with me. Thank you for every comment, every theory, every moment you chose to stay. This isn't goodbye, just the end of this chapter. More darkness is coming. The sinful M